What is up, guys? We're in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm Ryan Duda. I'm sitting down with the incredibly talented Talen Piner. We are both in the cast of A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder at Playhouse on the Square, and today is our first day off.
Woo!
Super exciting, so I convinced him to sit down and tell me a little bit about his journey. So here we go. Talen, how old are you?
I'm 23.
And where did you go to school at?
I went to university at East Carolina University in Eastern North Carolina.
That's amazing. So Talen, what got you into theater? Like, why did you decide to pursue that in college?
Well, let's travel back in time, all the way to 2004. I auditioned for my first show, which was Peter Pan. And I did not get cast.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was my first dabble into the theater world. And the next year, I auditioned for another musical, Schoolhouse Rock Live.
Oh my God,
and
that's awesome.
I got in, and it was my first time ever on stage. And I was in 5th grade. I did not know what I wanted to do leading up into my young adult midlife crisis. And I just kept going and going. And
so you did it in high school?
yeah, by the time I graduated high school, I had been in about 30-ish productions, plays, musicals, backstage, on stage, ensemble, leads, stage manager, just everything, And I just decided then and there I was going to pursue this as a career. So going into college, I actually decided to not pursue theater from the get-go, and I was a political science major.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. After the first year of college, I just felt, like this wasn't my calling. I didn't want to be a politician. I didn't want to, be a senator.
Right.
I wanted to play a politician. I wanted to play a senator.
Of course.
And so I auditioned for the theater program at East Carolina, and I got in, and I became a musical theater major.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you helped create a musical while you were in college, right?
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
Caitlin Leach, my best friend, goes by Caitlin Joyce professionally, CaitlinJoyce.com.
CaitlinJoyce.com.
She conceived this idea of writing a musical about Dorothy Fields, her life, her story, and her lyrics. She was the American Musical Theater lyricist. I don't know if you know Sweet Charity.
Yeah.
Seesaw. She wrote the book for Annie Get Your Gun.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She worked with everyone. Anyone and everyone from the 20s to the 70s in New York and in Hollywood. Because she moved to Hollywood halfway through her career. But, yes, Dorothy's story needed to be told. And Caitlin asked me to join the process. And I did. So she wrote the first draft completely. And shout out to her because that is so much research to take on.
Right.
So much.
Oh my goodness.
And she did a phenomenal job. I couldn't have written it.
I haven't actually seen it yet. I'm planning to sit down and watch it with you at some point.
But she asked me to arrange all the music. I do like arranging music and music directing. So we used music from Cy Coleman, Albert Haig, Irving Berlin, Jerome Kern, etc. Jimmy McHugh, all of her writing partners throughout her career, and we put the songs in with the score or with the story. We put the songs in with the libretto.
Awesome.
Just kind of the same vein of beautiful mixed with Jersey boys. And like a little dash of maybe the Cher show or Summer,
awesome.
the Donner Summer musical. But we only had one girl play Dorothy the entire time.
So you guys premiered it at your school?
Yes,
awesome.
We did. We had a full cast. We casted it in January, had rehearsals up until April, and a local theater in the same town as my university actually graciously donated their theater for the entire tech week and the weekend of performances for free. We did not pay for it. So shout out to Magnolia Arts Center in Greenville, North Carolina. They were amazing. And yes, we were sold out the whole run, and it was a beautiful experience. It really, it helped me see things from the other side of the table.
It's like
Being a co-librettist, being a co-director, just seeing all of that was.
So does that help you out as an actor? Like, because I know that we are, shameless plug, we're in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder right now, Playhouse on the Square, which is directed by the associate director from Broadway, Adam Cates. So,
Adam Cates!
Yeah, so he was part of the show from the very beginning. So as you being part of the creative team for this musical, seeing actors take on these roles that were just on paper before, does that help you as an actor? Does that like change your process when going into, I guess your acting process, especially when it's with a director that's
it's
part of this?
So interesting. Doing this first show out of college with a director that was with this this specific production from basically its inception, or from when I transferred to Broadway, from all the workshops. But being a director in a musical that I helped write was interesting, because you come in to a rehearsal with all these ideas for the specific character or for the role that you want to give to the actor, but you want the actor to make their own choices as well.
Right.
So really finding out that balance of like artistic expression and value when it comes to what matters for the plot, what matters for the story, what matters for the show as a whole, and what can the audience or what can the actor bring to the role, and what can I tell the actor without overstepping my boundaries, you know? Because there's a fine line between being a good director and being a bad director. So that doing this musical, Caitlin and I, we really found that there is a balance, and going into a rehearsal room, you should always be ready and open for anything, and never take no for an answer. I know that they say no is like the number one rule to not do in an improv group. It's also number one rule in a rehearsal room. You know, you never say no. You take it all in, and you mesh and you create a character that is yours. You know, no one, especially for our musical, no one had ever done those characters before on stage. Ethel Merman, Bob Fosse, Fred Astaire, just all of these historical musical theater figures were in our musical, and to see them light up on stage with the actor that created them, with their choices and our choices as the artistic team just meshed into one beautiful performance. It was astounding to see that process. So yes, to answer your question, as an actor, being a director really cemented my idea of what it means to be collaborative in a rehearsal room. So
that's awesome.
Or in a whole process of
Yeah.
making a musical or rehearsing a musical. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
I was happy how it turned out. Yeah, you can talk about it later.
For sure. Well, thank you so much for sitting down. We have to go and take off for some other business.
Yes,
but
we are going to yoga.
We're going to yoga class. It's gonna be awesome.
Courtney Oliver.
With Courtney Oliver.
Shout out to Updas.
Yes, absolutely. If you audition for Updas, Courtney Oliver is in charge of organizing all that, and she also teaches yoga, which we're going to go take a class from her by. So, Talen, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me. You can check out. Can we check out Lovable Lunatic? Is it on YouTube?
Yes, Lovable Lunatic is on YouTube. It's under my YouTube channel, Talen Piner, or Caitlin Leachers, which is Caitlin Joyce, I believe.
I'll put links in the description. So,
but Lovable Lunatic, and Act 1 is one video and Act 2 is a video. It's 2 hours. It's a full musical.
Awesome.
And I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to see where we go.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you.
We've been here 1 week, and
process.
he's already like becoming a good friend of mine. So I don't know how to word it.
It's really cool. It's really cool. I mean, we've known each other for a week. It's awesome. I'm super excited.
Yes.
Keep documenting the journey. So we'll be hearing a lot more from Talen later on. Thank you so much for listening. There'll be a lot of other people we're interviewing in the next few weeks. So stay in touch. Thank you so much. Thanks, Talen.